What's up, Math 6 students? Are you all ready? I'm ready for 9.3, Measures of Center. We often talk about how we should think about what words mean to help us remember them. So measures of center. So we're talking about statistics. We're going to have data sets. So maybe measures of center have something to do with trying to find a number that kind of describes a data set. It's like a central number in a data set. So we're going to talk about the central question is, how do I find one number to describe, let's see, a data set? How do I find one number to describe a data set? And this is probably a good time to remind you that if we're dealing with a data set, we're dealing with a branch of mathematics called statistics, right? And so we've asked a statistical question, one where there are many factual answers, and we create a data set. Okay, you've already learned about one of these. You know what one of the ways to find a number to describe a data set? It's called the mean, which we know as the average. So you find the sum of all the data, you divide by how many data there are in the data set, and you get the mean. So the measures of center are these, they represent this one number to describe a data set. But there are two others besides the mean. So the mean's one of them. Maybe we should put one of them as mean, right? We have mean, but we already learned about that 9.2. So you can read about the mean in 9.2. But there are two others we're learning in this lesson. One of them is the median, and one of them is the mode. So they all start with the letter M. So mean, median, mode. Let's go over the median since that's new. You order the data from least to greatest. Oh, students always forget to do that. And for a set with an odd number of values, the median is the middle value. Let's go to an example, an odd number of values. Look at this data set, 5, 8, 9, 12, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 numbers in this data set, so there are an odd number of values. Is this data set ordered from least to greatest? Is it ordered from least to greatest? Yes. And so what we need is the value that is in the middle. And the value in the middle is 9. You see how there's 2 values to the left of it and 2 values to the right of it? So the median is 9. It may or may not be the same number as the mean. We don't know. But the median is the number that's in the middle. But then look at this. For a set with an even number of values, the median is the mean of the 2 middle values. So see this data set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data. So that's an even number of data values. And the median is the mean of the middle 2. Well, which 2 numbers are in the middle? 5 and 7 are in the middle. And so we're going to find the mean of 5 and 7. How do you find the mean of 5 and 7? You add them together. You find their sum. You divide by how many values there are. There are 2. 5 plus 7 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6. So in this case, the median is 6. So that's the median. Now the mode. The mode of the data set is the value or values that occur most often. Wait, so value or values. So I guess there can be more than one mode. In fact, there could be no mode. Data can have one mode, more than one mode, or no mode. When all the values occur only once, there is no mode. So let's look at this data set. 11, 13, 15, 15, 18, 21, 24, 24. 11 occurs once, 13 occurs once, 15 occurs twice, 18 occurs once, 21 occurs once, 24 occurs twice, 15 and 24 occur the most often. And this is kind of confusing. There are going to be some other data sets, like, so for instance, if you had a data set like 1, 2, 3, there would be no mode. I'm just going to put NM. If you had 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, there'd be no mode because every value comes up twice. But if you had 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, there'd be 2 modes. The modes would be 1 and 2. And I know this looks kind of bad. I'm sorry, I'm doing my best to write with this thing. But we'll go over more examples to make sure that you understand what's going on there. All right, we're going to move on to the first example. And the first example, the question on the left is, as I slowly scroll down, look how slow that was. So slow, Mr. Plunkett. Okay, how do I find the median and the mode of a data set? Well, we already know what we're looking for. Now let's look at a real life data set. These are the ages of one of my 8th grade class table groups in order from least to greatest: 12, 13, 13, 14, 14. Notice it's already ordered for us. Do we have to, which one of those measures of center, mean, median, or mode, is it really important to have them ordered least to greatest? Median. So that's really going to help us. The median is the middle number. So the median is what? Well, what number is in the middle? It's this 13. So the median in this case is 13. That was pretty easy. The mode is the number, and I should get my highlighter out here. Median is the middle number. The mode is the number or numbers that come up most. Mode most. Both 13 and 14 come up twice, while 12 comes up once. So there are 2 modes, and those modes are 13 and 14. Okay, now I was going to have you work in your table groups. We're just going to do it like this. So find the median and mode of the ages at your table group. I'm going to just make up some numbers. Let's say your table group only had 4 people. So say you had one student who's 12, another student who is 12, another student who's 11, and another student who's 11. Well, the first thing we have to do is order our data from least to greatest. So whenever we're finding a measure of center, mean, median, or mode, a single value to describe the data, we want to order from least to greatest. So 11, 11, 12, 12. Well, we talked about this. How many data are in our data set? 1, 2, 3, 4. An even number of data. So we're going to want to find the mean of the middle 2 values. So we're going to want to find the mean of the middle 2 values to find the median. So that's 11 plus 12 divided by 2. Okay, 11 plus 12 is 23. Divided by 2 is 11.5. And you could use a calculator to figure that out, or hopefully you actually can do that in your head. Okay, your mode or modes. Well, 11 comes up twice, 12 comes up twice. There's no mode, because each value comes up the same number of times. How many data do you have? 4. If you wrote an odd number, the median is the middle number, right? And I'm just going to put, well, I'll write the whole word, middle number. If you wrote an even number, find the blank of the middle 2 values, find the mean of the middle 2 values. The mode is the number that comes up the blank most. And of course, as we learned, there could be no mode, one mode, or many modes. All right, that's the end for part 1, and I will do part 2, and I'll post that along with this.